Hey there, it's Lori here. I'm stopping in today to show you how I made a card. I'm just going to call this stamping overlay, maybe sentiment overlay, I'm not sure. This has been done before, but I just found a really easy way to do this with the Misti. So I'm starting out with a card base and also the same size card front. I printed out a grid on a transparency that you can get from the My Sweet Petunia website. Very handy to have. I've just centered that sentiment on using that grid, and then I'm going to stamp it onto the card base. Grabbing the magnets and putting those down will really help hold that card into place. And I'm going to ink up the sentiment with VersaFine Black Onyx ink, my favorite black, and just stamp that right in the center. I'm going to do the same thing again. I think this first one's the card front. This one is actually the card base. I could have done this in reverse order to save a step, but I just I was winging this just to see if this would work out as I was filming. So here I'm going to stamp the same sentiment right onto the card base. I'm going to put the card front back into the Misti and just making sure it's tucked down in the corner, and then for some reason I was using this grid here. You don't have to do this. I think I was just thinking as I was going, and you don't need it. But basically I'm taking a stem and a tulip from the set. This is floral bookmarks from Simon Says Stamp. And I've just centered the stem onto the card. I'm using my absorber to clean off the door of the Misti. It works really great just with water. So I've picked up that stem and I'm going to ink this up with Simply Chartreuse. This is a paper tray ink. And I stamped that down and I realized I don't get a great image the first time. So I'm going to ink this back up again and give it another coat. I love the Misti for this purpose alone. It just such a easy way to add another layer of color really quickly and perfectly. So the next thing I'm going to do is put the tulip down and pick that up. And I'm going to ink this one up with Berry Sorbet. Again, just make sure that your card is tucked down into the corner, and those magnets really help keep that in place. And I realize again here that I wanted a little bit darker color, so I'm going to add some more ink and stamp that tulip again. So once this part is done, I want to cut the tulip out of the card front. So I have the dies, and I'm going to take some washi tape. These open dies are so nice because you can just center them right on the image. And then I just take a little piece of washi tape and tape that down right where I need it. And then I'm going to run this through my Vagabond, and then I'll have the top done. And then once that's out, then I'm going to do the same thing with the stem. So I just centered that die again, use that same piece of washi, and then I'll run that through my Vagabond. Now I have two pieces that are going to perfectly line up with that bottom sentiment. I grab the stem first, and I'm going to just add a couple pieces of foam tape just for dimension. And then grab some more foam tape for the top part. They just line up perfectly with the way they were cut with the dies. There are so many possibilities with this technique. You could use floral dies and solid image dies and sentiment dies, so possibilities are endless, and of course this Misti just makes it all the more easy. So I hope you have enjoyed my video, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Here in just a second you'll see the finished product, and that's it. So hope you have a great day, and thanks so much for stopping in.